Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Barakatha Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Barakatha Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. Barakatha Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. Barakatha Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Barakatha Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. Bahasham Recha Kodash. Giving double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone, GMS, who continue to rule well and continue to teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Abaratazar, which means Father willing. So, Father willing, this lesson is edifying. So, we've got a couple of articles, regarding the Chiragma, right? Updates on the M to the A to the R to the K of the B to the E to the A to the S to the T. Got a speaking code, what YouTube is like. These devils, the YouTube Gestapo, seek to remove your videos, your content off of YouTube, exposing their wicked, evil agendas. And speaking of their evil agendas, they got their main one, the New World Order agenda, which they're pushing to go global with. Okay, look what was going on in Australia, not to mention China. They've got New World Order technology already ongoing. Okay, going on over there. So I've got a couple of articles, alright. One from Reuters, one from interestingengineering.com. These are very recent. Okay, the first one from Reuters was put up on the 31st of March 2025, just 2 days ago. And you can see Chinese brain CHIP project speeds up human trials after first success. Again, we say like CHIP and micro CHIP just to, escape the algorithm and stuff like that on YouTube. Or try to, use code words just to try and get away from them, taking our videos down. So it says, a tie-up between the Chinese Research Institute and tech company said on Monday that it aims to implant its brain CHIP into 13 people by the end of this year, in a move that could see it overtake Elon Musk's Neuralink in collecting patient data. The Beijing-based Chinese Institute for Brain Research and Cyber Neurotech has inserted the number one semi-invasive wireless brain CHIP into 3 patients in the past month and has 10 more lined up for this year, said Luo, who is director of CIBR and Cyber's chief scientist. Wow, still looking to outdo Babylon the Great, America. Okay, in getting people karagmad. All right, see, they're moving quick with these things, man. All right, and you got Neuralink, you got Synchron, you got this one, and there's different, CHIP companies out there. All right, but all together they all go along, you know, the same avenue of, the implant of getting people CHIPed. It all goes along the same agenda. All right, and this is again going to be worldwide. Each nation might have a different way of doing it. Each company might have a, different method, if you will, of doing it. But it's all about getting, that surgical implant with the CHIP in the brain, in your hand. Okay, it's all about getting into that body and controlling you. All right, you see. State owner Cyber has ambitions for an even larger trial. Next year, after getting regulatory approval, we will do formal clinical trials that will include around 50 patients. Luo told reporters on the sidelines of the tech-focused forum in Beijing. He did not elaborate on funding or the length of the trials. The acceleration of human trials by CIBR and Cyber could make, can't read that word, the number one brain CHIP with the highest number of patients in the world, underlining China's determination to catch up with leading foreign BCI developers. And I'll link both of these articles in the description box beneath. Alright. US BCI company Synchron, whose investors include billionaires Jeff Bezos and you know that name, is currently the global leader in terms of human trials with 10 patients, 6 in the United States and 4 in Australia. Musk's Neuralink currently has 3 people with its implant. You had that individual, surname Arbor, forget his first name, it might be Neil, alright, who was paralyzed, diving accident or incident, and then he got, the CHIP implant, alright. Neuralink is working on wireless brain C-hips that are inserted inside the brain to maximize signal quality, while its rivals are working on semi-invasive C-hips or brain-computer interface systems, which are placed on the brain surface. While this sacrifices signal quality, there is less risk of brain tissue damage and other post-surgery complications. Right? And either way, taking this, whether in the head or in the hand or anywhere in your body, you're still gonna get, you know, problems. All right, still gonna have health problems. Satan just knocked the article all the way down. Luo said that a wireless version of number 2 resembling Neuralink's product was being developed and he expected it to be tested on its first human within the next 12 to 18 months. Syncon recently announced a partnership with Nvidia to integrate the chip makers, I said it now, AI platform onto the company's BCI systems. See? AI, that's what they're pushing. Luo said that while CIBR and Cyber were actively in talks with investors and eager to raise funds, companies looking to partner on, can't read that, would need to be forward looking and not focused on making a quick profit. That's in quotes, forward looking. In the short term, when it comes to BCI, the stuff that can be sold is very limited. Adding that, read that, had no ties to the Chinese military and was focused on helping patients suffering from different kinds of paralysis. Alright. So yeah, China ramping up human trials. Okay. So yeah, these different companies are in competition with each other. Alright. So yeah, it's a brain implant wars, if you will. Alright. Got too much tensions and too many disagreements as well, taking place in the world too. Alright. And things of that nature. You see? Yeah, protest in Turkey. Alright. Okay. China launched a surprise military drill around Taiwan as well. Alright. And I noticed over here, man, even, when I walk about in the city centre, man, you got, cash ATM cash machines, cash points, have been taken away. Alright. So you know where they're going with this, man. Okay. You're gonna see more of those 50-minute smart cities and things like that. Alright, everything within a 15-mile radius. Okay. Contactless cards being pushed to the forefront, which soon will be, the C-hip as the only way of paying. Okay. Doing away with paper cash. Alright, things of that nature. Alright. And taking this electronic tag, man, that's a blood covenant. Alright, because you have to draw blood. An incision is made into your body, which will, draw blood from you to have that inserted in your body. Okay. So yeah, so we see where we're heading with these things. Alright. See, a kingdom divided against itself surely cannot stand, but hath an end. Alright. And yeah, that's what we're seeing, that's what we're hearing. You can feel it, man. Anything can happen at any moment now. Alright. So these are the false, left-handed, deceptive miracles and lying wonders that they're talking about, because all this tech they're introducing to you, the masses will happily go along with it. Alright? These people ain't spiritual out here. Now, there will be certain people groups who will decline this. Alright? And things like that. Because, you had people that were against the Crown 19. So not everyone's going to take the C-hip, and of course the elected are not going to be deceived into taking it. Alright? But for the most part, these people will consent, man. Because they ain't spiritual. They let themselves get experimented on with this tech. Right? And you've got a lot of Israelite groups and individuals within them, with the way they're carrying on. They're going to subject themselves to the Chiragma. Okay? Come up with all sorts of excuses. Right? And those groups know who they are, man. Alright? Some teaching that it's an embargo or it's Christianity or sleeping with E-women, that the mark is spiritual. Nah. This E is a carnal man. Why would he put a spiritual mark upon you or inside you? Doesn't make sense. Okay. The MOTB itself is not sin, but it's a sin to take it. Okay. Alright. You know, a lot of these groups, man, they you know, they've got the 501c3. They want to remain friends with the world because that's where their loyalty lies. So they'll go ahead, you know, with this tech. And it's super clear to see what this prophecy is. How can it not be the C hip? Okay, you know what I mean? And and not taking the digital all is a great demonstration of faith. And without faith, we know it's impossible to please Yahweh. Why Yahweh shy? Okay, let's go to the next article. Neuralink Challenger, world first brain spinal implant helps paralyzed patients walk. And looks like a mobile in the image. For decades, paralysis from spinal cord injuries has been seen as irreversible. Even advanced brain-computer interfaces, like those developed by Elon Musk's Neuralink, assume that paralyzed limbs are beyond saving. But a groundbreaking clinical trial in China has challenged this notion. Okay, sorry for constant sniffling. All right. Researchers at Shanghai's Fudan University have successfully enabled 4 paralyzed patients to regain control of their legs just hours after undergoing minimally invasive surgery. The trial involved implanting electrode C-hips in both the brain and spinal cord, re-establishing communication pathways that has been lost due to injury. The results were astonishing. Within 24 hours, the patients could move their legs again. Within weeks, they were able to walk independently. Some even reported restored nerve sensation again. Left hand miracles. Okay, so that's E once again. All right, and you know these are the heathen nations that joined onto E. All right, you know, playing mad scientist, trying to play God. See, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, man. This is his pseudoscience, right? And you see, he wants you to believe on himself as if he's the Most High, all right. He wants total dominance over you. Let's go to the Book of John, Book of Saint John. All right, Book of Saint John, chapter 9, and verse 1. Look at the subheading: healing the man born blind. All right, and the Lord performed many miracles, so much so that the book can't contain all that he did. Right, causing the lame to walk again. All right, and stuff. And that wasn't done to a C hip. Okay. So John chapter 9 verse 1. And as Yahushua passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Yahushua answered, Neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of Yahweh should be made manifest in him. Okay, so the Lord set it up that way, the Most High. Okay. I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. Alright? The night cometh when no man can work. As long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. Indeed he is. When he had thus spoken, he spat on the ground and made clay of spittle, and he anointed the eyes of the blind man with clay. You see? And said unto him, Go wash in the pool of Siloam, which is by interpretation sent. He went his way therefore and washed and came seeing. The neighbours therefore, and they which before had seen him that he was blind, said, Is not this he that sat and begged? Some said, This is he. Others said, He is like him. But he said, I am he. Therefore said they unto him, How were thine eyes opened? He answered and said, A man that is called Yahushua made clay, and anointed my eyes, and said unto me, Go to the pool of Siloam and wash. And I went and washed and received sight. Man. Okay. Real, raw, spiritual power. Okay. Not no laser eye surgery, not no open eye surgery. Okay. And things like that. Alright. Okay. Now that's true science. True scientist. Okay. The Lord turned water into wine as well. Okay. Alright. to, you know, the molecular formula within, in the liquid. Right, not to go deep into that because I've forgotten all of that from chemistry and anyway. Okay, but yeah, but EE with his counterfeit power, all right, he's trying to do what the Lord is trying to do. Okay, you see, spat on the ground, made a clay of spit, anointed his eyes as well. You see, it went and got washed. All right, and then he's able to see again. You see, this devil man, he's gonna come with his lying wonders, as it says in Thessalonians. Okay, but there's gonna come a point where everything will be digital. That's why they push these false miracles to deceive the people, to want to get the chiragma, all right, and they'll be connected to the grid. Okay, if you're paralyzed, like this individual it will was, all right, all right, and enabling them to walk again. There's gonna be that process of getting the well, physiotherapy and things like that. All right, nerves connected back up again, things of that nature. All right, and it's gonna be a long process. But of course, 24 hours the patients can move their legs again. All right, within weeks they're able to walk independently. All right, reported with restored nerve sensation. All right, see. And also with the MOTB-E, he's also pushing to cure different CANCERs. All right, they're already pushing that anyway. Okay, you see, but that's what these devils are pushing. All right, the Bible warns and forbids us not to take it because the wrath of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, will fall on you for accepting it. All right, brain spinal interfaces neural bypass overcomes paralysis. Unlike traditional BCIs, which rely on external computers to control movement, the Chinese team's brain spinal interface works by directly stimulating dormant nerves. This process, known as neural remodeling, allows the nervous system to rewire itself, potentially eliminating the need for lifelong assisted devices. Okay, but even though they're saying it's now, it's still a foreign body in your body, so there's going to be other health problems that's going to stem from this. So while it may cause you to see again, walk again, all right, there's going to be side effects, you know, in the long run. Okay. The procedure involves implanting two tiny electrode C hips, each about 1 millimeter in diameter, into the motor cortex of the brain. These brain spinal C hips collect and decode neural signals and then send precise electrical stimulation to the spinal nerve roots, creating a direct communication link between the brain and paralyzed muscles. The first volunteer, a 34-year-old man who was left paraplegic after a fall, underwent surgery on January the 8th. Within 24 hours, he could lift both legs. By day 14, he was stepping over obstacles and walking over 16 feet, 5 meters, with a standing frame. 3 other patients underwent surgery in February and March, all showing significant recovery within weeks. Yeah, faster recovery compared to previous research. Previous research on neural remodeling, including studies in Switzerland, shows similar effects, but only after 6 months. The Chinese approach has drastically reduced this timeline to just 2 weeks, and that's going to be promising to people. It's like the better of two evils. Well, more evils now. Right? Oh, okay, fine. I won't go with this one. I'll go with the Chinese one instead. I'll go with this one. All right, because it's promising better results. All right, look how quickly I can recover. Right, that's going to catch a lot of people, suggesting a more efficient method with minimal surgical damage. So people, more people are going to opt for that. Okay, but we know, right? We're watching as well as praying and things of that nature. We're being watchmen. That's what a prophet is, to watch out and warn the flock, from the impending danger. All right, and to warn of these prophecies coming to pass, and tell our people to repent as well. All right, we know not to go along with this. All right. So this is, we know the scriptures, Revelation 13 verse 16 on down. He causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a cheragma, all right, in their hand or in their forehead, all right. And no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of. I'll get it actually, since I'm forgetting it already. Revelation 13 verse 16. And he causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a M-A-R-K in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. You see that? So you ain't gonna be able to you ain't gonna be able to buy things, you ain't gonna be able to sell things, you ain't gonna be able to function in society, as we always say. You'll be excommunicated basically. Alright? Just like you can go shopping now and fill your car with petrol or whatever, you know, board plane, pay for travel expenses, pay for food and all sorts. You ain't gonna do that if you don't have the CHIP. Okay? Revelation chapter 14 verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, his anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Alright, this man, merging man with machine, this AI, alright, it's going to be the downfall of many people, warning our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the Israelite fauna speckled bird, scattered the world over, not to take this sea. Okay. Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up for ever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Okay. And how can you teach the Bible and openly declare that the C hip isn't the M-A-R-K of the B-E-A-S-T? You know what I mean? That's mental. It's major L right there. You're a Bible teacher and you're saying the C hip isn't the M-O-T-B. It's madness. Alright? So that's a judgment that's going to come upon those that take it. Alright? And here's um, a judgment upon those that take it as well. Revelation 16 and 1, I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth. And the first went out and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. In the Greek it's Helkos. Okay. Yep. Helkos, a wound producing a discharge, pus, a sore, an ulcer. Alright. Yeah, C-A-N-C-E-R. Alright. By taking this one, you're gonna, it's gonna be radiation within your body, causing you to, your cells, to grow out of control, which is CANCER. Alright. All sorts of problems. Alright. Pus coming out your body. Okay. Ultimately, causing you to DIE. You see? And by teaching this gospel, this truth in the eyes of the people, man, E, believes we're committing treason, right? Insurrection, speaking up against the government, right? You see? Let's get Second Timothy. Second Timothy chapter 3 verse 12, and it reads, "Yeah, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecution." Alright, the servant is not greater than his master, man. Alright? They persecuted me, they'll also persecute you. Okay? And it's gonna be difficult, very difficult in them times, but the Spirit of the Lord will be with the elect, you know, to navigate and maneuver. Alright? Some will be within the wilderness, right? Some of the elect will get locked up, some will be beheaded for Yahushua's sake, alright? But the dead in Yahushua shall rise first, okay? Alright? We're gonna be like nomads wandering, okay? And relying upon the Lord in faith, okay? Because right now, yeah, we have to lean upon our enemies, lean upon Esau, for the want of things like food and clothing and jobs and your banking and things like that. But soon we'll have to rely upon Yahweh Shem Yahushai, okay? Because we're not gonna bow down to this devil, man. Right? We're not going to bow down to his beast system and worship his image. No way. Alright? You see? Meanwhile, you got IUIC being chased out of Kenya. Alright? But yeah, we have to suffer for righteousness' sake, man. Okay? The suffering wrongfully and the suffering in righteousness' sake. The suffering for doing wicked things. Alright? And the suffering for doing the right things. Okay? We want to found, you know, worthy in that day. Okay? So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to say shalom.